this computer. Okay. Welcome everybody to our Bliss monthly gathering. I'm Stephanie. For those of you that don't know, Stephanie Breimer. I'm a STAR director, been with Sensi since October 2015. So next month will be 6 years. Woo-hoo. And tonight we are going to talk about.
This is a reminder. Start recording Zoom.
Thank you, Alexa. Dismiss.
This is a reminder.
Dismiss.
Start
I got
recording
it.
Zoom.
Alexa, shut up. Stop laughing at me. Anyway.
Hey, Stephanie, before you start, do you have more than one device open? Because you have a really bad echo.
I noticed that too. I hear it on my own, but I don't have any other devices open.
Okay, just curious.
I don't know why that is.
Don't forget, start recordings.
Shut up and go away, Ben. Yeah, my phone's not on and it's just my laptop out here. I noticed that I had an echo too, but I don't know why or where it would be coming from. I wonder if, hold on just a sec. Does this do anything? Nope. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Sorry that everybody muted, or is that just me? Seriously that bad? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and talk. You guys, somebody unmute yourself and tell me it's really bad if it's still really bad. Okay, so first, a couple of announcements. We have tons and tons and tons of LTOs coming out in September. Muppets, we've got Miss Piggy and Kermit coming with that. We've got Black Panther coming. NFL was set to come out on September 7th. That has been delayed to September 27th, which of course I just told everybody coming September 7th. All of the NFL warmers, mini, big, pre-orders, all of it September 27th. NHL, the pre-ordered ones are available now, except for there's like 7 or 8 of them that are not. Those are on your product status list. The ones that are not, those ones are expected in late September for NHL. Kua from Moana is also coming late September for redemption for the people that pre-ordered them. Paranormal Pumpkin right now is the only thing sold out from the Harvest Collection, which launched this morning. We were all up. That's why we're so happy and bright-eyed, right? So far, Paranormal Pumpkin's the only thing that's sold out. So I put in all my orders this morning and then I posted about it since none of it was sold out, and I got another $150 worth of orders after that. So definitely be promoting that Harvest Collection. Okay, so tonight's training, since we talked about pre-sales, and did I miss any announcements? Tracy, Jackie, anything? Angie? Any announcements I missed?
Join special.
Oh, thank you. I have that written down. It's the first one. There is a join special for the month of September. If they join with the $99 kit, they're going to get the full-size palette warmer for free with their kit. If they join with the host Erna kit, they're going to get the, what's that called with the little stars on it? I can't remember the name.
Salermo.
Salermo. I knew Jackie was unmuting just to tell me. So the mini Salermo warmer with 2 bars with the host Erna kit. So, and that's just free. Price is the same. It's just an addition thrown in. So another incentive to get people to join. Remember, anybody that joins right now is eligible for the incentive, the Alaskan Cruise, which also helps you earn points if they do a good job with their business. So, you know, you're incentivized to help them. They're incentivized to work. There is an announcement post on Scented Bliss. You guys probably all know about it. If you go to Scented Bliss group, hit the announcements. There's always an announcement post on there. An announcement post in the announcements. If you go to that and click the little notifications so that you get notifications on it every time we find out something new or important, we post it. Tracy does that. So follow that post. All right. So tonight for some training, what we're going to talk about is pre-sale follow-ups. And before I get into that, I want to kind of tell what the difference is between a pre-sale and a pre-order. So a pre-sale is done by corporate. That's when Scentsy comes in and says, hey, we have no idea how many of these we're going to sell. So we're going to take pre-orders for them, and then we're going to make how many you want. So they did that with Harry Potter. They did that with the child. They did that with NFL warmers, NHL warmers. Basically, people go in and pay a deposit, and then Scentsy makes that many warmers plus some so that they make enough. That is all completely handled by Scentsy. We send them the link to go do the pre-order. They do it on our website. It's all done through them. A pre-order is what a whole bunch of us did this morning, where we know the harvest collection is coming out and we promote it and we tell people, hey, this is coming out. Would you like to order anything from this collection? It's releasing at 2 a.m. I don't want you to have to get up at 2 a.m. because I'm a great Scentsy consultant and I'm going to get up at 2 a.m. for you to place your order. So what you're going to do at that point is you're going to do whatever system that you want to do to collect orders, whether that's like a Google form, a Jot form, a pen and paper, a spreadsheet, however you want to take those orders, you're going to collect them. And then 5 days before the launch, you're going to collect the money for all those orders. And then you're going to place those orders for those people. So you're doing everything on a pre-order like that. Whereas a pre-sale is done by Scentsy. Does anybody have any questions? And did I clarify that good enough for everybody here? Like Katrina says thumbs up. Cassie says thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to go. I see lots of thumbs up now. So if you have a question, you better unmute and ask it because I'm going on. Okay, so tonight what I want to talk about is pre-sales. These are the ones that corporate does, and following up. So first of all, I want you to know and make sure you're very aware that if somebody orders something from you on a pre-sale, we're going to use Harry Potter as an example, okay? If somebody orders Harry Potter stuff from you on the pre-sale and they pay that $10 deposit, then in February 2022, when it becomes available, if they ordered it from me and then they go to Tracy's website to finish paying for it, guess who gets PRV? Not me. Tracy's raising her hand. That's right. So these people can pre-order on your website. You can get 600 pre-orders for Harry Potter, and then 599 of them can go to Jackie and Tracy's websites and place their orders. And I'm like, well, that sucked because I didn't get any PRV. Okay. So that is why you need a pre-sale follow-up system. In Scented Bliss, a few days ago, I posted a post and it's got like 4 links on it. I think if you search follow-up or tracking, I don't remember what other hashtags. I know follow-up was one of them.
I searched, Stephanie, I searched redemption today when I was looking for it. And
I
that
think
worked really well.
redemption, yeah, follow redemption. I think redemption, pre-sale redemptions or something is what a hashtag, but you should be able to find them. Even if you just search my name and look for posts that I post, you should be able to find it. Or files, you can go into files and click one of them and that'll help you find it too, because I posted they're basically all the same sheet, and I'm going to go through all of them tonight, but there's an Excel spreadsheet, which is my favorite. There's a Google Sheets, which is basically an Excel sheet converted to Google so people can use it without having to have Excel. And then there's 2 PDFs, and the PDFs are printable. So if you're that person that wants to just print it off, write it down, stick it in a notebook, you're good to go. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you a few of those things now, and just kind of how to use them and how we set them up. And they're also customizable. So you keep in mind that even though I'm showing you a couple different ways to do it, make this your own, make it work for you. Do whatever's going to work for you, because if you don't do something that's going to work for you, or you don't do anything at all, then you're not capturing those sales. And we want to capture the sales because that makes us happy. All right. Screen share. All right. Can you guys all see my screen? Trina can, she's on top of things. Okay, so you can see I'm in my workstation. You guys all know how to get to the product status list, I hope. If you don't know how to get to the product status list, you go to your workstation, you click news, and it's the first thing that's going to pop up. I'm pretty sure there's usually a banner at the top of the workstation that says product status list. There's like 18 different ways to get to the product status list. It's hard to miss. So once you're in the product status list, if you come down, I think it's like the second from the bottom one, it says products available for redemption. This will tell you when all of the products are being released, their expected release date. Now these can change. You can see on here that NFL it's got 9/7 on there, but there's a news article right now that says 9/27. So this is kind of your starting guide, okay? This is where you're gonna go and look for what redemptions you wanna get. Now, if you're just starting some sort of follow-up system tonight, you're going to have to do a lot of searching in your orders, which is going to be go to orders, go to history, and then search by product. So search NFL, search Harry Potter, search, all of these different things to see if you have pre-orders for these items. And then you're going to put them into these systems that I have. So first one I want to show you is the Excel version. And the Excel version kind of has everything on it. So down here at the bottom of the sheet, I put in all of the current, items that we currently have available for redemption or that are going to be available for redemption sometime soon. Basically, if it was on that product status list that I showed you, I put it down here. So you've got Lady and the Tramp, NHL, NFL, Moana, Little Mermaid, Lilo Stitch, Star Wars, Harry Potter. And then there's 2 tabs that say new collection. So you basically can go in when we have another pre-sale and put those in. This is set up as a spreadsheet so that it's all in one place. This is what I would use if it were me. So you can come in here and you've got, the name of your collection up here. Over here is where you're going to put your customer name, their phone number, their email. I like to put the order number in because then it's really easy to find that particular order on Workstation. So if they do follow up with the redemption and you're following up with them, you can go through and look at it and say, okay, it shipped on this date or whatever. And then expected redemption is just to kind of give you an idea as you're watching it. So this says September 7th for NFL. We can go in and change that to September 27th now. And you're going to have all of your customer names over here. And then first follow-up is going to be when the news article actually releases that an item is available. And guys, that's something you're going to have to watch too, because sometimes there isn't a news article that says this item's available for redemption, or it gets lost in 50 other things because there's 6 launches in the meantime, and you don't notice that the retro truck is now available for redemption or something. So that's why you've got your expected redemption date. So around September 7th, you're going to start looking at news articles and start looking at the product status list to see if those items are going to be available. I'm not going to go into a lot of follow-up here because I don't want you guys to get lost. There's so many different ways to follow up. You can do it text, phone, Facebook, however you normally follow up with people, you're going to implement that system to follow up with these people for redemptions. Because they started an order, they just haven't finished the order, okay? So you're going to send out a text to them. What I send a text, so I'm going to use text. You're going to send out a text that says, hey, just a heads up, the NFL warmers that you ordered are now available for redemption. The way I do it is I go through and I literally tell them step by step how to redeem it with screenshots and all of the whole 9 yards. So it'll come in and it'll say, here's a link to my website and to the party that I want you to attach it to. They'll go there, they'll go down and do the redemption and everything, and it walks them all through it. So then if they redeem their follow-up, then I'm done. I'm not going to follow up with them again on the redemption. I'm going to follow up and thank them for their order, but I'm not going to follow up on redemption. Then the second column over here is last chance follow-up. That's when, because all of these redemptions have a window. So it'll say it starts September 27th and ends November 31st. So you're going to want to make sure you set some sort of reminder, tell your Alexa, whatever you need to do. How did that LOL get on there? Who's doing that? Anyway, I don't know how that happened. I think Jackie and Amber are messing with me because they're laughing a lot. Anyway, the last chance follow-up, you want to go in right before, like a week before that final date. So if the redemption ends on November 31st, you want to go in like a week before that and tell your people again, hey, this is your last chance to follow up, but you don't want to follow up with the people that did their redemption. So this is why you need to keep track of all of this. And the last column is order placed. So you can, when you do your first follow-up, if they redeem it that day, then you can go over to the order placed column and put yes or a check mark or an X, however you want to do it. These sheets are all pretty much the same. So this Excel sheet is going to look pretty much the same on Google Docs. If you do the Google Doc one, you need to go in and make a copy of it. So you'll click my link, that'll open it. You're going to go click make a copy. And when it pops up the little box to make a copy, it lets you rename it. And you're going to name it, Katrina's pre-order redemptions, whatever. And then you're going to edit the one that you saved, the copy. Don't edit the one, the main one, because that'll edit for everybody that uses that link. And then I got to go fix it. I don't love doing that. Cassie Baker, it says it's you. Stop that. I'm going to spank you.
I was just trying to say sorry. I didn't know it was going to do that.
You didn't know it was going to show your name and rat you out? Oh, you girls, I love you. On this sheet, on the same Excel spreadsheet, at the bottom where all these tabs are, there's the print ones too. And this is exactly what the print ones look like. Like I put them on here and then you can print them. So it's the same thing. It's just a printable sheet. And then when you go into one of them, this is what it looks like. So you can 3-hole punch this up here. And this one says by collection. So you would do this the same as the Excel sheet that I was showing you. You'd put, NFL up here, Harry Potter up here. So you know which redemption it is. And then just put in your customers and all the information. There's a second one that is, this one is not by collection. So like if you're getting 1 or 2 pre-orders or no pre-orders for some collections and it's a little bit more sparse. I mean, for me, I like this Nightmare Before Christmas was, 19 orders. And then for Harry Potter, I had just a crap ton. I don't even know how many I had. I had a lot of pre-orders for Harry Potter. So I would fill up a whole sheet for Harry Potter. But if I only had 1, then I don't want to like waste a whole sheet for each one of those. So you could just come in here, put in the customer name and phone number, email, order number, and then under product collection, that's where you're going to put HP for Harry Potter or Moana or Little Mermaid or whatever you want to put in there so you know what redemption it is. Again, you're going to customize this to yourself. The goal is follow up. Do something so that you're following up with all of those customers that pre-ordered, because the last thing you want to do is work really hard and sell all these pre-sales and get 20 Chiefs mini warmer sales, and then 16 of them go buy them on somebody else's website because they didn't hear from you. Huge bummer. Or even worse, the email they get from Scentsy goes into spam, and so they don't redeem their order at all. And then 3 weeks after the redemption ends, they're like, hey, I ordered a Chiefs warmer and I never got it. And you're like, oh, hold on, let me look that up. And then you're like, I'm sorry, that redemption ended 3 weeks ago. You lost your deposit.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay.
Doesn't Scentsy send us as consultants an email saying, hey, you can redeem, or your customer can redeem their stuff?
I think we
thought
only get an email if we actually pre-ordered it ourselves. I don't recall getting any emails saying this stuff is available if I didn't pre-order it. Anybody
Okay,
else?
I was thinking I got one. Somebody pre-ordered the child, and I was thinking I got one, or maybe I just was watching and looked. Okay, thank you.
No problem. But anyway, so this, and again, to get these forms, to get the spreadsheet, to get the Google Doc, if you want any of that, that's all in Scented Bliss. You can search under files for the printable ones. And the Excel one, I think, is in there. And then the Google Doc one is the one that you'll have to search for, because Google Docs are a link. They're not a file. But the rest of them will be in files, so they'll be easier to find. Once you get these orders filled out, one of the things that I like to do is I save all of those customers. I do mine in Project Broadcast, which I don't expect most people to use Project Broadcast because it's a little bit of a costly app. But any of my people that are pre-ordering, I'm saving them under a category. So if they ordered Harry Potter, they're getting saved under Harry Potter. And then next time something Harry Potter comes out, I'm messaging all of these people and saying, hey, we got more Harry Potter stuff. You pre-ordered from me before, maybe they'll pre-order again. Or maybe they'll, order from the collection when it re-releases or something. Like maybe they wanted the entire collection, but didn't want to spend all their money on the entire collection. So they got what they liked the most. And next time it comes out, they'll get their second choices. So you definitely want to keep track of who's ordering what from what collections. And I also, since I brought that up, I want to show you guys in our workstation, we have lead generation reports. If you go to reporting, sign in, go to reporting, and then go to view sales reports down at the bottom on the reporting page. It takes a second for this page to populate. I like to sing a song. Not really, I can't sing, guys. And then go to promotions follow-up right here. So you click on that promotions follow-up and it'll show you your lead generation pages. So you know how Nightmare Before Christmas and Harvest just released today? Yesterday, if you went to those collections on your website, it had a form for people to fill out that said, I'm interested in learning about this stuff. So people will fill that out. So like if we go to my Harry Potter one, I promoted the crap out of Harry Potter because I love Harry Potter. And when this comes up, you'll see that I got a whole bunch of leads on there. People went to that page and filled it out instead of pre-ordering from me or filling out my Google Doc or my Google form or whatever. They did it on there. So now I've got all of those, plus I've got all the people that pre-ordered. And then, all my regular customers that I regularly interact with, VIP people or whatever, so that I have all of these different ways to capture all of those sales. We should here in the next couple of days get a lead generation report for Harvest and Nightmare Before Christmas. I and some other people have talked to some home office people about giving those lead generation reports to us before LTOs launch, but right now they give them to us after launches. So hopefully that's something that they can fix in the future. I don't know, but a lot of people don't realize those lead generation pages are there. And if you go to your actual website, I'll show you what one of them looks like. Shop collections. So let's see, Star Wars. We don't have any Star Wars products available right now. So if you go in here, it'll say never miss a launch, sign up for it. And then I can email these people whenever there's a launch or anything Star Wars that happens. The coolest part about these lead generation pages too, is that if you look up here on in my browser, it says shop Star Wars. This link is going to be the same link when there is product available. So if you wanted to send somebody to your website to the Star Wars stuff, it would be this link if there actually was Star Wars stuff. So when there's no product, it's a lead generation page. When there is product, it's a shopping page, and it's always the same link. So you can use that link in your marketing and ads or whatever you're sending. When you send that link, it's always good. So I really like that because even when there's not Star Wars stuff available, I have a Star Wars link. Does that make sense, what I just said? Made sense in my head. Okay, so that's pretty much what I've got for you on training is, if you don't have a pre-sales follow-up system, start doing it. And I gave you some tools to get started and then you can make it your own. So does anybody have any questions regarding anything that I said? Unmute yourself, ask, and I'm gonna run through the chat real quick.
And I don't know if you want to stop the recording or not. That's optional.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop screen share too. I'll redo screen share if we have questions too.
And while you're reviewing